I said, you don't know this story because I haven't been here since it's happened. I said, but I have a new brain.
Mm. Yes. Yes.
And he listened to my story and he
Yes.
said, Jackee, you're right. You do have a new brain. It rewired as it healed. It took almost exactly a year for it to heal and make those new connections.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and today's a treat. You know, if y'all been following me, you know, I always say I'm excited to be here today, and today is no different. But I have just the sweetest person here, and I have someone who, listen, has been a pillar of our community. She's been an educator. And if you know me, my wife's an educator. So I have a place in my heart for educators. But also she just has something that she's doing that's special and that's different. And so I can't wait for her to talk about it. We're going to get to know her, get to know her story. And so I want to introduce to some, present to some, introduce to others, Miss Jacqueline Schwartz. Miss Jackee, how you doing today, ma'am?
I'm great.
Absolutely. Well, listen, like I said, I'm going to say it on camera. Thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making this happen. I appreciate you.
Thank
And
you.
so, yeah, absolutely, Miss Jackee. And so, listen, what I want to do, I want to dive right in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days, like, what you're doing, these days now. Miss Jackee, also, if you don't mind, give us the origin story, kind of how you got started, how you got to where you are today. And if you don't mind, tell us geographically what part of the world you're in. So tell us what you're doing, your origin story, and where you are. Miss Jackee, you have the floor, ma'am.
Okay, thanks, Quentin.
Yes, ma'am.
I started my career right out of college. Got married first, and then I taught school for 10 years. And that led me to this path has been a very big roller coaster ride. And that's kind of what my life has been like. Learning all the way. My husband and I both believe that we are lifetime learners, and we didn't have children. I had so many wonderful children when I was teaching, so that kind of fulfilled the motherhood need, I guess.
Yes,
So anyway, after getting out of teaching, getting my master's degree in education, I went into real estate. And I sold real estate for about 25 years. And that evolved into owning my own relocation services business. That was my entry into the business world. And two different worlds they absolutely were. Then that led to a training company because I was hired as a contractor for this company no longer exists. It was called Gallery of Homes. And I traveled the country teaching real estate agents how to do corporate calling. So again, my teaching background came into play, and I love to teach. So that came back to me as the love to teach. That led to my getting into the training arena.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And I had two things. I had a training company that worked with corporations to teach soft skills and things that actually are kind of the most important things about work, is making good decisions and how you think and how you behave on the work site. And that then led to my owning a marketing company where I did the social media marketing and other training for business owners. So that's now what led to today, the training arena of this whole mixed bag of skills that I'm learning. And by the way, Max and I both learned as part of our lifelong learning practice and need. We gave ourselves kind of a self-directed MBA. We started reading business books, starting with The E-Myth. Have you ever read that book?
I
It
have
is
not.
the entrepreneur myth, and it is kind of the basic pathway to having a successful business. And we started reading the more technical stuff like Jim Collins, Kahneman on thinking fast and slow. I got really heavy into emotional intelligence and got certified as a trainer for the process of, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's very popular around the world, but a system of how to think and make better decisions by avoiding the normal patterns your brain takes. And that led to 1 year ago when I had a stroke and everything went quiet. Literally, I went quiet. I could not function. I was pretty much a vegetable for the first 3 days. I credit the EMTs with saving my life and the emergency room doctors. It happened at 3 a.m. in the morning, almost exactly 1 year ago. And I had an appointment yesterday with my neurologist. And I said, "You don't know this story because I haven't been here since it's happened." I said, "But I have a new brain."
Yes, yes,
And he listened to my story and he
yes,
said, "Jackee, you're right. You
yes.
do have a new brain. It
Mm-hmm.
rewired as it healed. It
Yeah.
took almost exactly a year for it to heal and
Yeah.
make those new connections." So that's where I am today. And I'll hand it back to you.
Miss Jackee, thank you so much. Thank you for taking us through the journey, taking us through your journey. I have a saying, Miss Jackee, and I think you are the perfect personification of the saying. I say destiny has no wasted moments. And I say this probably one time every podcast. Like, destiny has a way of not letting you lose any moments. Like every moment builds on the next, and it kind of makes us who we are today. And
Yes.
for you, when I just think about you yourself said the roller coaster of your life, being getting married, going to college, being a teacher, no kids, masters in education, started selling real estate, for 25 years, training company, stroke, all these different moments kind of brought us to this moment today, right? And so
Right.
I would have to ask you, and you're like, for me, the perfect person to ask this, what has these moments taught you about yourself? What has these moments
Oh,
revealed about you?
think persistence is
Yes.
one of my biggest qualities, and that I just don't give up.
Yeah.
It when my brain changed, it literally changed how I view everything. And
Yeah.
I had a pretty good brain before,
Yes,
but I
ma'am.
think I have a much better one now. One of my friends said to me when I told her my story, she said, "Jackee, it was a silver lining."
Mm.
And I said, "You know what? It was, because I am a better person because of what happened.
Yeah.
And I see things more strategically." When I told somebody yesterday, I said, when I plan, I stand at the back door every morning. I do my exercises for the 3 surgeries I had last year. Well, one of them was the stroke, but the other were a hip replacement and a knee replacement.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my exercises and my brain is going to work,
Yeah.
and I plan out my day,
Yeah.
and my brain, I can feel it working. When the
Yeah.
when
Okay, perfect. Yep.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
I don't want to
Okay.
rob people of seeing you. So you got the floor. Please tell me about the Etsy shop and your goals, please.
Okay, the Etsy store is going to be funding my Center for Excellence in Learning. So that's where the future is taking me, in addition to, I really love vintage and collectible, old things, either vintage, which is 20 years old, or antiques, which is 100 years old. And actually, I put a couple of things in front of me to show you some of the things that my Etsy store is offering. Right now, I have 500 listings on my
Wow.
Etsy shop, which is called Time and Tide on Etsy. And here's an example of one I just found yesterday. So after I finished at the doctor yesterday, I celebrated by going to a thrift store and buying some more. This is actually an antique. It was
Mm.
made by a high-end company in Dallas, Texas, and
Oh,
they're
wow.
known for making Rococo and Baroque style picture frames that
Yes,
are,
ma'am.
very expensive. So this is walnut and an
Yes.
overlaid finish on it, so that's
That's
gold. So,
beautiful. Yes, ma'am.
um,
Beautiful.
anyway, we have steam engines that are little miniature models that's
Yes, ma'am.
probably 75 years old. We have, maybe not quite that old, but it's somewhere in the 50-ish plus range.
Yes, ma'am.
Really unique, cool stuff that people
Yes, ma'am.
have an emotional connection with. But my Center for Excellence is where I want to go, with the help of Etsy funding it and get it going and paying for marketing and facility cost of, where do you hold this program? You have to pay some kind of fee for using their facility,
Yes,
uh,
ma'am.
so that is all about soft skills. And here
Uh,
my training company comes back into play, but in a whole different level of expertise, because I've learned so much. And it is all about how to think, and then how to know how to build the marketing platforms or the marketing strategies on what platform to
yeah.
go to find
Mm.
your ideal customers. So if it's a real estate person, where do their customers hang out? Are they on LinkedIn? Not so much, probably. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on wherever else, Depop. I'm not that familiar with where the younger generation hangs out, but
Yeah.
find out, ask, get out of the building and go do your research. Find out, where are your customers hanging out? And that's where you want to be, on that platform. So that's how you know, where do I do this? Well, where your customers are. Follow your customers. And then I'm going to teach people how to do that, how to make videos that actually get seen. How do I work with executives who know there are problems in their organization and actually hold them accountable for producing results? Not just a test that's not worth anything. Actually see it implemented into their organization. Doing too much talking.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Understand, Miss Jackee, this has been absolutely excellent. You are such an encouragement, and you have just given us nuggets. I love how you tied this all in at the end to real estate, telling people, hey, you need to know where your customer is and you need to go there. And I love how you want to give people the skills with the Center for Excellence on how to do just that. And so this is absolutely wonderful. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, Miss Jackee?
If they just have questions, either, where to buy stuff on my Etsy store. My Etsy store name is Time, Time, and Tide.com/Etsy. And if they want to ask a question about where I'm going or have some ideas they'd love to share with me on my Center for Excellence, which I work on every single day. And my customers on that are more likely to be on LinkedIn than they are on Facebook, or I'm going to YouTube for that,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
YouTube is a search engine and the second largest in the world, behind maybe third largest, Amazon, eBay, and
Wow.
then YouTube.
Got you. Wow.
So there's something for every business owner to think about.
Yeah.
I started out with LinkedIn, and then I went, this is not the right platform for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am switching. That's why I made the video yesterday in the rain at the thrift shop. That's
Wow.
for my Etsy store. And it will be on YouTube. And it's called Jacqueline Schwartz.
Got you. Jacqueline Schwartz.
So
I
that
love it.
actually, that's the easiest way to get to me, because that
Got you.
other, Etsy link is kind of long. But Jackee with two E's, Jackee, Schwartz with a C, SCH.
Got you.
And you know what I learned in putting a training program together? How
Talk
to
to me.
help people never forget your name.
Mm.
One of the ways to keep that name embedded in your brain is to link it to something kind of provocative. In other words, it's making an impression in your brain that's very deep. I
Hmm?
told people a story about my being at a baby shower years ago, and the girls at the end, who each introduced themselves, across from me, these two ladies started giggling. And I went up to them afterwards and I said, "What was so funny?" And they said, "We're so sorry, but we thought you said your name was Jockey Short." Somebody come up to me years later after I told that story in my training, and they
Yeah.
went, Jacqueline Schwartz.
It's amazing.
So that'll
It's
help you. You won't ever forget my name now, will you?
no, we won't. No, we sure won't. Oh, that is wonderful. And again, that's just a little small piece of how you can train your brain, right? You just gave,
Exactly. To
you know,
link
like
it.
yes, I love it. So listen, I want to see if I can tease your video because your video is going to come out on YouTube. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right. So I know you did it. Your store standing in the rain. Do you talk about the threat that happened on the video?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Um,
Okay,
but
gotcha. Okay.
but that was certainly a memorable piece of it for me. Now,
Gotcha.
I didn't want to put a negative tone or light on the video.
Understood.
I
Okay.
did the video in like 8 different sections.
Okay.
So first I'm at the doctor and I said, yeah, I'm waiting for the doctor to come in for me to tell him the story of my
Yeah.
new brain.
Yeah.
Because this just happened like a month ago that
Okay.
all of a sudden the awakening happened. And I went, Max, have you seen a difference in me? And he said, yeah, I have. And I
Wow.
said, I have this new brain.
Absolutely.
So,
And that is literally what you have. And I know people, if people really want to study neuroplasticity and how and regenetics, like growing new protein branches in the brain, I would admonish you to get that book that I said to her, Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. Because Miss Jackie's is not lying. This is not hyperbole. She's literally telling you she has a new brain. She rewired her brain. She has a new brain. And so, yeah, I love it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, listen, Miss Jackie, thank you so much. Let me say 3 things to you. Thank you for your time. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was persistent to give us your time today, and I appreciate that. Miss Jackie, thank you for your story. I put a premium on stories. I believe our stories have a way of planting a seed in people that can bring a demonstrative change. Like we may never see the growth, but just the seed of the story, it plants in people, and then it's a growth that happens later. So thank you for your gift of vulnerability, your gift of transparency, and sharing your story. And lastly, and I hope you're going to appreciate this. I say this all the time, but I think you'll appreciate this. I say this at the end. Thank you for your mindset. Thank you for the way you think and bringing that perspective to this podcast and what you have done to rewire and have a new brain. I hope that sets in with people when I talk about the mindset because it's so important. And you have worked hard on your mindset. Thank you for bringing that to this platform. I greatly appreciate you, man. I appreciate you so much. Well, listen, y'all heard Miss Jackie. Look in the show notes. Get in contact with her. Get to our Etsy shop. Let her build this. Her goal, her desire for the Center of Excellence, because it's going to bless so many people. So please get in contact with her and definitely make sure you are subscribed here because we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Miss Jackie. So Miss Jackie, thank you again. And everyone else, listen, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.